And time to chat to Louw Breytenbach. He's a very interesting guy. He's just going to tell us a bit more about himself, since he's also going to be a contributor of content here on E-Radio. Louw, a very good afternoon to you.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just glad it's Friday.
How was your week?
Listen, it was busy. I didn't think life during COVID would get busy because I was like in my chill phase and I was like, okay, this is life now, just pausing. And then suddenly about a month ago, we got a bit of a jolt. So yeah, now there's no more sitting still.
Louw, tell us a bit more about yourself. You are a TV presenter. You do so many things. You also have your own theatre.
That's correct, yes. So I always say I'm a jack of many trades and master of none.
No.
But I would like to think that I do what I do well. But my daytime job that I get paid for is being a theatre owner and a TV presenter. And then on the sideline, I also write freelance, and I'm very involved in mental health projects that I run. We have the Gate of Hope Community Centre, and that helps for mental health awareness. And so finger in a few pies. And then we run the National Arts Association of South Africa as well, where we train teachers in finding new innovative ways to teach subjects like math and science to make it a bit more interesting for your creative students, because I was never good at those subjects. It was always so boring to me. So I dedicated my life to making it easier for other kids.
That's fantastic. And then lockdown came along. How did it affect you and your businesses, Louw?
So mostly the theatre school was affected by that one, obviously with schools being closed and all extramurals cancelled, and because theatres can only operate with 50 people, it doesn't make much sense because half our staff won't be able to get a salary if we just have 40 ticket sales, and we have to do lighting rigs and producers and directors and actors that have to be paid. So we had to get a little bit innovative. So in a week, we switched our entire teaching module to online learning for students. And then in terms of theatre that was on hold, I had to make a little plan. And my previous domestic, who's also my second mom, Sindisiwe, she actually came up with an idea, and she said, well, you can always clean houses because you're always taking my job by cleaning your own house. Because I have a beautiful diagnosed OCD disorder, so it's not just that I'm a perfectionist, I'm actually medically diagnosed, and I have to take all my little tablets so that I don't obsess about all the little things. And then this cleaning habit comes in where I get very irritable if I see little spots or dots or skew paintings or anything. And it started as a joke. And I asked her what her big dream was, and she said that the only thing she wants to do is clean because she's really good at it and it's very therapeutic. And I just heard therapeutic, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. So, in a week we established Cindy's cleaning service, which I hope after lockdown will be a beautiful experience for Cindy to have her own company. So at the moment, we switched the tables a little bit because I'm working for her. And what we do is we offer professional closet sorting, decor advice, we do spring cleans, COVID cleaning. So anyone who's left their house in a disaster state, and if their house looks a bit like the pandemic we're experiencing on the outside, then we rush in with masks and COVID gear and lots of spray bottles and patients, and we put our OCD to work.
That's fantastic. And I really, really love how you're helping her, Louw. I think that's brilliant. Now, what is life like as a domestic worker?
I think it is the hardest job on earth. And I think especially in South Africa, we undervalue it because it's seen as one of the lower class jobs and low income jobs. And we always look at how we can pay them the bare minimum. And from now doing it ourselves, I mean, we're on house number 40 today.
What?
So just seeing how people live and almost how they take advantage sometimes of services, you go, okay, actually this is really hard work. And if anything, it opened my eyes to what the real world is outside for most working class South Africans and low-income families in South Africa, and how harder jobs they actually do for the little peanuts we get paid. So if anything, it opened my eyes a little bit more to be a better human, a kinder human, and almost that little humility and piece of humble pie that you get to eat daily. And as much as I enjoy it, and I really, really do, there's also a sense of me wanting to treat others better, because I now actually know what work goes into keeping a household together. And with that said, not only for domestic workers, but single mothers or mothers who run households and have to do cooking, cleaning, washing, and we dare call them lazy if they're not career women, so just the pure energy that goes into running a household, I take my hats off to.
Definitely. Louw, what is the funniest thing or the weirdest thing that you saw now? Obviously, we're not going to say where, but going into the homes of people, what's the weirdest thing that you saw while busy cleaning? If you can tell us.
So I have two stories that I tell everyone. I won't go into too much detail now because we're on radio, but the most weird house that we've been to was one where a person was obviously busy with some illegal lockdown activity when smoking and drinking was banned, and they actually asked us to alphabetically categorize all these illicit products that was there. And it was not just for smoking and drinking. There were several vices at play, and we had to organize everything alphabetically, and there were some very interesting objects. So, but that is my favorite story, and definitely the weirdest thing I ever had to do in my life. But it was, we had lots of internal fun about that one.
Yeah.
And then the most obscene place that I experienced was a massive mansion that we cleaned on one of the fancier sides of the world here in Gauteng, and 6-bedroom house, beautiful, beautiful Persian carpets everywhere, and everything's just too fancy. When you walk in, you actually wonder what you are supposed to clean. And then comes the little note that, of course, you guys, and I'm sure you understand, but all our staff use the outside toilet, so if you guys can please use that. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And then when we got to the outside toilet, it was the most horrific thing I've ever seen. Clearly, they have never gone in there themselves. So from now on, I always my own two-ply, and we travel with all our own sanitation wear for bathrooms.
Sure, that must have been quite a picture, I'm sure. My gosh.
And that is also now the reason why I never go to public bathrooms anymore, because I now have a phobia of that too. If I didn't have one before, I now have one.
Listen, Louw, where do you guys clean? Is it only around Gauteng, or can we fly you down to the garden route?
Listen, I would not mind if anyone flies me down to Cape Town, but unfortunately at this stage we clean all around Gauteng. We do Joburg, Pretoria, Ekurhuleni. So, we are cleaning the whole Gauteng through. And because we are a Bliss service, we come through on appointment, and we arrive on the day, and there's the options of a full-day package or just a half-day cleaning package. And while we clean, we also do closet sorting and then style and decor advice. So our team can be anything, 2 people up to 4 people, depending on the needs of the household. But our mission is to clean in one day to save our customers as much time as possible, and to make sure that they have really a life-changing experience, that when they walk into their house, it finally feels like a home after one day.
We're all about good news on e-radio, so I think this is a brilliant story. What do we have to do to get you and Ma Cindy to rock up and clean our places? How can we get in touch with you?
So we have a Facebook page that's called Ma Cindy's Cleaning Services, and then they can also reach us on email at macindy@gmail.com. So that is the easiest way to reach us.
That's fantastic. Louw, thank you so much. I see you're going to be on Instagram Live this afternoon at 5 o'clock. That's at Louw Breytenbach 02. You're going to talk about, it's the lowdown on self-love. What can we expect?
That's correct. So every Friday I do a live on a mental health topic, and today is just a little bit about my own personal journey in discovering how to love yourself and key factors of how we sometimes base our love on fear rather than the actual experience of love, and how to cultivate happiness from that experience of love instead of basing your happiness on other people. So we're going to be chatting some tips and hopefully some mental decluttering of your life to carry you through and guide you through the COVID pandemic with a spring in your step then.
Love it. Louw, we're gonna also have that series on e-radio soon. I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. And then hopefully, we can have all our listeners tune in as well and start creating the lives we deserve to live.
Love it. Louw, thank you so much. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll chat to you again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have an awesome day.
You too.